Hey friends, it's Miss Johnson. Hope y'all are doing good. So, if I were to tell you that we were going to spend a night in the country, meaning we were going to spend a night in a place that there's not a lot of people around, there's not a lot of buildings or cars, not a lot of noise. I want you to picture for a second, close your eyes, and think, what would that night sound like? What does a night in the country sound like? What kind of sounds do you hear when you think of a night being in the middle of nowhere? That is what this story is about. This is a book called Night in the Country. It is written by Cynthia Rylant, and it's illustrated by Mary Silgalgi. And I want you to think about how this author uses sound, or uses onomatopoeia, which is sound depicted in words. How does this author use sound to help the story? Okay. All right, let's get started. Night in the country. There is no night so dark, so black as night in the country. In little houses, people lie sleeping and dreaming about daytime things, while outside, in the fields and by the rivers and deep in the trees, there's only night and nighttime things. There are owls, great owls with marble eyes, who swoop among the trees and who are not afraid of night in the country. Night birds. What do you think that means? Great owls who are not afraid of night in the country. What do you think that means? Let that line. Now, before I read this, I want you to think about what do frogs sound like? If you were to put a word on what frogs sound like in the middle of the night, what do they sound like? There are frogs, night frogs, who sing songs for every night. Re, 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 night songs. And if you are one of those people in one of those little houses, and if you cannot sleep, you will hear the sounds of night in the country all around you. Outside, the dog's chain clinks as he gets up for a drink of water. Far over the hill, you hear someone open and close a creaking screen door. You wonder who was up so late. What is the sound? Picture in your head, what is that sound of a creaking screen door? What does that sound like? And if you lie very still, you may hear an apple fall from the tree in the backyard. Listen. What does that sound like if an apple is in the middle of the night, an apple falls from the tree and hits the ground? What does that sound like? Describe that sound in a word. Pum. Later, the rabbits will patter into your yard and eat pieces of your fallen apples, but only when they think you are asleep. And all around you on a night in the country are the groans and thumps and squeaks that houses make when they are trying, like you, to sleep. Outside, a raccoon mother licks her babies. A cow nuzzles her calf. An old pig rolls over in the barn. What does that sound like? And toward morning, one small bird will be the first to tell everyone that night in the country is nearly over. The owls will go to sleep, the frogs will grow quiet, the rabbits will run away. Then they will spend a day in the country listening to you. The end. All right, friends, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Have a good day. Bye.